Hello and welcome to the King's Forum podcast show. I have a very special guest here, Gormira. Hi, Gormira.
Hi, Michael. Hello, everyone.
Hi. I thought I'd speak to Gormira just to see, kind of how she views International Women's Day and, how important it is to her. Gormira, go ahead.
Michael, to me, for the last 18 years, it's not important anymore because no one is celebrating it as big as it was celebrated in, in Eastern Europe. Uh, this day is quite special because in Eastern Europe it is equal to Mother's Day, and every man should make an effort to actually make every woman feel special, every woman in his life, and that obviously relates to a wife or a wife, kids, mother and wife's mother and sisters and all those females around them. And a message or a phone call is not gonna work. You cannot get away with it. You're gonna get a break up straight away. If you send us like Happy Women's Day, that's all, right? So it should be at least flowers. And people who sell flowers, they make fortune for 8th of March. And this is a big day, and all the flowers are sold out by the end of the day. Some people are being late and they do not have time to buy flowers during the day. And then it's a struggle, to find some flowers. So 8th of March is really big in Eastern Europe. And I wonder why, because looking at the history of 8th of March, historically, it says that the first female movement on 8th of March was actually in 1857 in New York City. Okay. That's when women, prostitutes, came outside on the streets marching and asking government to start paying salaries to the Marines. So Marines could come and pay for their services, for the services of these women. And then generation after generation, decade after decade, more females joined this movement, asking for more independence, And at some point back there was a Clara Zetkin. She's basically a female independent kind of hero. She was the one who basically brought, everyone thought that it's connected to Clara Zetkin, but of course it is. But originally, if you go back, it was much earlier than that. Clara Zetkin and Rosa Luxemburg, both of them are revolutionary women figures. They joined the movement as well. So when they joined the movement, that became historically known, and everyone thought that Clara Zetkin is the one. She is, but it's partly,
Yeah.
And so that was the point. And since then, 8th of March is associated with women. It's all about women. And I don't know why it's called international if it's not widely celebrated internationally.
Oh, that's a very good point. But for you personally, what does it represent?
For me, to be honest with you, I think there shouldn't be one day in a year when men should show and demonstrate love towards their women. That's why I'm just thinking, I'm just being rational, considering our stressful lives, busy life. And we are really usually carried away with the problems of the family and personal problems. We cannot basically remember to be grateful to the ones who are next to you. But at least one day a year would make it an absolute must to actually admit and acknowledge the presence of this female persona in your life and just be grateful. And we also have similar kind of day for men as well in Eastern Europe, and that's connected to the victory of the World War, and that is called a day of Victory Day for the men who participated, right? So it's usually 23rd of February. That's exactly the day when we acknowledge and appreciate, grateful for the presence of our male in our life. So it's like here, Mother's Day and Father's Day. We have 8th of March and 23rd of February.
Cool.
For me, this day is absolutely necessary nowadays for at least one day. Okay, one day, make it feel like you are special or
Yeah.
the woman next to you is special. But if there wasn't one day, I would make it every day
Yeah.
because you have to be grateful every day.
100%. Thank you very much, Golmira. That was
My
very
pleasure.
educational. I'll definitely say.
Educational, insightful. I'm pretty sure many people
Yeah.
will start Googling,
Yeah,
into questions.
definitely.
What about you? How many women do you have in your life to say Happy International Women's Day, my love, my only one? I'm so grateful that you are here in this world with me. Who is it? Your mom, your sister, your girlfriend, your wife?
There's a lot of women in my family and my life. My wife, my mom, my sisters, my nieces. Yeah, they're the most important people in my life.
But you see what I
Sister-in-law.
think, Michael, I'm sorry for interrupting. What I think is most important than flowers or anything else, just sending a message and acknowledging how much you love them.
Yeah, definitely. I
Are
totally
you
agree.
going to do that?
Yeah, I will. I will definitely.
Promise?
I promise you. Paige, shoot.
Hi. So, to be honest, I do love this day because I feel like it's a really good day to sort of highlight all the like amazing, powerful women that I do think, get sort of swept into the carpet just a little bit in today's day and age still. And just a chance for all the powerful, amazing women to give self-recognition, give recognition to each other and support each other and highlight all the amazing things that women have done sort of like now throughout the years and just in general, really, and how strong and amazing we actually are. Like, that should be rewarded every day, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a great a day for us to, you know, think about women in our life
Mm-hmm.
and the difference they make to our lives,
Mm-hmm.
society, and just represent that today. Hence why I'm doing this episode. Any more to add?
Just really that I just days like today, I think it's always nice because I know a lot of people there are to every sort of positive day. There's always someone that moans, and there's someone, oh well, why do they need to have that day type thing? But like I think when it comes to the rights of women, it has obviously been a struggle and a long struggle. Do you know what I mean? Just to get to where we are today, there was times like everyone knows that women couldn't vote, women weren't allowed to even drive in certain countries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important today and for the future kids, and not just for our daughters and for ourselves as well, but for I've got 2 sons and I need my sons to appreciate and value how important, obviously we're all important, but as a woman that can get looked down on, and we have set roles to do this and that, and I want my sons to know that no, you can be a powerful, strong woman. I want them to, if they're going to marry a powerful, strong woman and raise powerful, strong women if they have kids, and know the principles and the basis. And days like today where you get to share it, like they'll talk about it in school as well, I'm sure, with my LDS and things like that. I just think it's such a positive thing, and it makes me feel really like happy and like nice, joyful. It's not often I felt joyful, lately in the whole pandemic and all the stuff that's going on. So it's nice to just be able to be like, woo, for a minute and just celebrate something nice and positive.
Cool. Thank you, Paige, for your time. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Okay, well, firstly, happy International Women's Day to all my fellow ladies. You're all queens. To me personally, International Women's Day is a day for us to be recognised and appreciated for who we are. I personally believe that at times we're not appreciated as women, and that there's a stigma on the limits of who we are meant to be. And I think with today, it's about showing that we are women. We can do what what our hearts desire. We shouldn't be afraid of other people's expectations of us and limits of us. And I just feel that we should show that, we can support each other. We can support ourselves. We don't have to do everything like a man, because we're honourable enough to do things for ourselves. We are our own individuals. God made us women for a reason, and we're entitled to do what we love, what we want to achieve, without the judgment of others. So by having this day for us women, we are not only supporting ourselves, but we're supporting all the fellow women out there, regardless of what situation that they are in, whether it be due to culture, whether it be due to their status, their situation in their life.
Yeah.
We are strong, you know, we stay united, and we just help everybody, you know, every fellow woman. And just a reminder as well that don't ever underestimate your own self-worth. Okay, you are important. We are important. And to never let anyone else tell us different. That's my personal views.
Thank you for that, Charlotte. Right.
Okay.
I think International Women's Day is just a great opportunity to celebrate the achievements of women out there. And I think that it's something that we need to do more often, and it shouldn't just be one day. But it is a great start to kind of pause and reflect on like all the great things that women have done.
Cool. So do you think it's the type of thing where it should be celebrated every day rather than us just making a big deal about one day?
I mean, it should, but baby steps. We should learn to walk before we run. And I think that it is a great opportunity to really show that there is kind of biases out there in the world and inequalities. And I think this is a starting point to have that conversation with people.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so for me, I feel it's a celebration of the power that we innately hold as female-bodied people that has been so immensely suppressed and oppressed within the society and the world that we live in. So it's like a reclamation of that power that we really all hold inside of ourselves. And it's a celebration for us to be able to see that in each other and in ourselves, and to celebrate each other and ourselves inside of that, you know, because we live in a cold world.
I hear you.
At times, you know, it's a cold world and oppression is real. Like it really is. And to be able to, I mean, I celebrate myself every damn day as a woman. Every day is Women's Day for me. I celebrate the women in my life, like sisters, family, everyone, people that I don't know, strangers. And I think it's so important as women that we, you know, hold point for that and hold space for that for each other, because there's been a lot, we've been bred into a society that conditions us women to bat against each other. Yeah. And there's this very real thing called the other woman wound that a lot of us hold, and you see it in the way that women tear each other down. Like, look at her face, she's got these fillers and that, and she's doing that. Look at this person, and it's like tearing each other down. And I think days like today gives us an opportunity to drop beneath that kind of egoic construct and come into the true essence of what it is to be female, and that is to be powerful, you know. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what it means to me, and where I stand, and I stand with women every day, all day, always and forever.
Thank you very much, Megan. Thank you.
International Women's Day is about celebrating the women who have and are still working towards achieving greatness and equality. It's about honouring the women who we should really honour each and every single day, and the women who strive to make that happen. We thank you. You are all an inspiration to us. Happy International Women's Day.